Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel where we'll be exploring one of the Excel most powerful yet underutilized function, match. In this video, we'll be showing you what the match function is, how it's work, and how you can use it simplify your data analysis tasks. The match function is Excel allow you to search for a specific value in a range of cells and returns the position of the values within the range. This function is particularly used when you are working with large dataset and needs to quickly find the location of a specified value. I'm going to show you the syntax of for the match function is like if I use formulas, and here with the lookup and reference value you can find here the match. In here the function argument is the lookup value, here then the lookup array, and then match type returns the relative position of an item in array that match a specified value in specified order. So the lookup value is the value you use to find the value you want in the array, and number, text, or logical value or a reference to one of those. Then next one, the look array is a continuous range of cells containing possible looks of values and array of values or a reference to an array. Then next one is the match type. So match type is a number 1, 0 or -1 indicating the which value to return. So I'm going to use and I'm going to show you with the simple or the example. So I'm going to just now do the cancel it. Then here I just show you the match and the match lookup function, the match and match lookup and lookup array, and the match type. So use the match function to get the position of a value in an array. So I'm gonna use it. So here is the data is about the fruit and container size, store number, and cost, and the company name is given here. Let me just show you how to use it. Here I'm going to use the count. In here I'm going to find out the result, like if I use the here formula, the match, then first bracket, and it say the lookup value, so which value I'm looking for, and I'm use here the fruit for look, so I'm clicking here, then comma, and it say the lookup array. So I'm going to lookup array, the where do I want to look up, so I'm going to use this array and select the range, then comma, and when I enter the comma and it say the find the largest value that is less than or equal to lookup value, lookup array must be placed in the ascending order. So I'm using here, and it say the 1 is for less than, and then 0 is for exact match, then -1 for the greater than. So I'm going to looking for exact match, so I'm use the 0, this one, then close it, then hit on the enter. Now it say the not applicable because I didn't mention anything in the data. So I'm using like here the lemons. So when I click over the lemons, now you can see it's in the row in 3 here. And if I looking for the orange, let me just select the orange, and you now see that it's in the row number 4. And if I look for like the tears, so it's come up the 5. Okay, so I'm going to use then another example, like if I looking for the container size, so here's the separate container size. Then if I use the same formula, then use the match, and what I'm gonna do, the lookup value. So I'm lookup value, I want to just type in here, click on that, then comma, then lookup array. So I'm select this one, then what I'm gonna do, use the exact match, click on that, or I can just say the 0 and close it, hit on the enter. Now you say the not applicable because I didn't mention anything. So if I use here the 500, let me click hit on the enter. Now you can see that it gives the two rows And if I use the different, just scroll down, and if I use the 700, this is in the row number 4. Okay, the same way, just I'm gonna use for like the container size, and I'm gonna to find out so which column it is, and which column number it is. So container size, then let me just click match and lookup value. So I'm looking for this value, and like this is the filter, kind of the filter, then comma, then lookup array. Before that, sorry, I'm just looking for this lookup value, then lookup array. So I'm using this one, and just comma, and use the match type, just use the exact one, 0, close it, hit on the enter. Now you can see the container size is in the column 2. And if I looking for this one cost, so just let me select, and it's come up the 4, like 1 2 3 and 4. If I use for the company name, let me just choose, and you can find this is in the column, or if column number 5. Then you can use for the another example like fruit, so it's come up the 1. Okay, then let me do the another example with the mesh type. So there is the another mesh type like -1 and the 1. So I'm gonna show you with the another example. Let me go to the another example. So here I'll look for like the match, and then use then lookup value. So I'm lookup value for this one, and hit with the comma, then lookup error. So I'm select this one, and what I'm gonna do before that is say then use this one and comma, then if I use the less than, so use the 1 and close it, hit on the enter. Now you can see if it is the less than, because I use the 1, and if it is the less than 34, so it gives me the answer the 30, or this is the in the row 3 here. And if I use like the different like this, if I change the value 40, and it gives me the 4, and if I use the like 20, so it gives me the 2, or if I use the like 15, it gives me the 1, because 10 is less than the 15, so it's in the first row. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna show you with the -1. And if I use this one like first take out, then what I'm gonna do, this is the 499, and use the formula match and use the lookup value. I'm looking up 499, then comma, then use the lookup error. So I'm using this one, then comma, then I'm using the greater than, so I use the -1 and close it, and I hit on the enter. Now you can find it, this is in the number 2 row, and because here is the 500, and this is the less than 500, and I use the value 499. If I change the value, like if I say 249, now it gives the row number 3, because here is the 250, and this is the value 249. Okay, then you can just change the value. If I say the 1400, now you can see this is the row number 1. And if I use the different like the 900, let me just see, it gives the 1, because this is the different here, less than the 1500. Okay, so with the match function, you can easily find out or exact value, or you can also find the -1 or less than or greater than with the match function. So as you can see, the match function is extremely versatile tools that can be used to specify a wide range of data analysis tasks in Excel. So the next time you are working with a large dataset, be sure to give the match function to try. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more Excel tutorials and tips. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below.